Hello, welcome to Choose Your Communication Academy. Have you ever been in a situation where you and the other person just can't agree with each other? It can be between you and your siblings at home, with a colleague at work, or with your significant partner. Conflict is embedded within our life and cannot be avoided. Everyone reacts to conflict differently depending on their personalities and the situation they're in. Today we are going to learn 5 conflict styles. We hope that you will be able to identify your own and the other person's style at the next conflict event. What are the 5 conflict styles? Accommodating, avoiding, compromising, competing, and collaborating. Can you take a guess which one is the most ideal style? That is correct. It is collaborating. Accommodating. People who have the accommodating conflict style puts the other party's needs before their own and letting the other party to have it their way. For an example, Sherry tends to express her opinion directly without holding back. She says exactly how she thinks about Jim's ideas. Jim is nervous to speak up and don't want to cause any arguments. He decided to just let Sherry to have her way and stays quiet. Avoiding. People who have the avoiding conflict style tends to avoid and ignore their own and the other party's needs and withdraw from the conflict. For an example, Kenny and Jason are neighbors. Kenny likes to go to Jason and complains about Jason's front lawn and how the house should look. Jason is very annoyed by Kenny and decided to ignore him. Obviously, there's a conflict between those two, but Jason does not care about the relationship enough to address the issue. Compromising. People who have a compromising conflict style will give up something in order to gain some, with the result that both parties will meet in the middle point. For an example, Jess and Patty are planning for a trip to Hawaii. They realize they both have a list of places that they want to visit, but they only have limited time and budget. Jess and Patty decided that they are each going to pick 3 items only from the list. They each had to give up something in order to make the trip happen. Competing. People who have the competing conflict style does not give up any compromises and stands at a strong ground. For example, Tom and Jerry both have great ideas about the next marketing pitch for a client. They both want the same results to sign the contract for the company, but they both think their ideas are the best and does not want to give in. If the conflict builds up, they could lose the client and cause a huge profit loss for the company. Compromising. People who have a compromising conflict style tend to find solutions that satisfy both parties without giving up their own and the other party's need. This is a win-win situation. For example, Karen and Sam both would like to have some personal time to do their own thing, but they're struggling to find the time. Karen and Sam decided to communicate with each other, stating their own needs and listen to each other. They found a solution that satisfied both parties without giving up their needs.